All right. Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. I love to help teachers by explaining some of the different kinds of classes that VIPKID does. So, VIPKID has, of course, the major courses that take kids strategically through the different levels, but they also have supplementary courses. And these are meant for kids who are maybe struggling with an area or who needs extra practice or who just need a change of pace. So, one supplementary course that I've been taking a lot lately, I've been teaching a lot lately, is phonics. And phonics is such a fun class for me because my background is kindergarten teacher. I taught kindergarten for 10 years in the public schools before staying home with my kids and doing VIPKID. I still love teaching kids how to read. And one of the foundational blocks for that is phonics, of course. So just to give you a little backstory, kind of how it fits, level 1 of VIPKID is just the very introductory level, ages 3, 4, 5. And those levels, they do introduce letters, but it's mostly just the sounds. And what we call that is phonemic awareness, being able to hear the difference between the sounds, not even like introducing the actual written out letters, just being able to hear it. That's the first step. So then getting into level 2, that's where they really learn the alphabet and all the different letters, the letter names and the letter sounds and how they go together to build words. Well, some kids really struggle with that transition. Sometimes it's a really hard jump from level 1 to level 2. And I've found a lot of times that these phonics classes can really, really help kids. So these phonics classes are fun. They are not like topical. There isn't like a theme or a topic. It's just all about letter sounds. So let me give you some tips, some different things that I have used that work really well for me with teaching the phonics classes. So first, let me show you what I like to use. I like to use a lot of my letter props. So I use this a lot. I got this, it's like a letter puzzle, and I'm sadly missing Q. I got it at the cheap, like $3 spot at Walmart a couple years ago. So I use that a lot to show the different letters. And one thing that's also very helpful is letter cards with big and little letters. So that's really helpful. I like these too. They're kind of random. They show how to write the letters. And then on the back, they also have like some words with the letter and some pictures. Although anteater, that's not a great picture. But I like these kind of flashcards. So any kind of like puzzles, letter puzzles, flashcards, anything like that, it's great to have. I always have those handy when I do the phonics lessons. Then another really important thing to have really handy is a whiteboard or just a piece of paper, whatever you like to do, because there's a lot of first they introduce the letter sounds and then they do some blending. So you'll have like op, hop, and it's just great to be able to do like show them the letters and then you can manipulate it and be like, what does the T say? Can you read this word? There's a lot of room for extension in these lessons because some kids will come to you and they have a pretty good handle on phonics. So you'll want to be able to really extend and try some new words with them and give them some new ideas. So make sure you're ready for that. All right, so whiteboard, flashcards. Another thing I like to do, just a tip for doing blending like that, is to put your arm out long like this and go t, a, p, to show them that there are 3 separate sounds in a word. You could also do it with your fingers like t, a, p, top, but I like to do it on my arm and then you slide it down. A lot of kindergarten teachers use this strategy and it's perfect for phonics classes. So you could go like the word can, k, a, n, just to show 1, 2, 3, 3 different sounds make up that word. All right, that's a fun little tip. And then, okay, there's one other thing I like to do. Have any of you heard of Letter Factory? I am such a fan of these movies. They're by Leapfrog, Letter Factory. And they're just these short little videos to teach kids letter names, letter sounds. And they have a little jingle. They really believe in like teaching kids through music. And so I use this all the time. Please forgive my singing, but it's like the A says ah, the B says b, the C says k, and the D says duh. And so I use that all the time. Usually there's 3 sounds that you're really focusing on at the beginning of the lesson. So just repeating those over and over until they can really hear the different sounds. Sometimes I'll even purposefully make a mistake and be like, the B says f, and then I'll look like, oh, and see, usually it'll make them laugh. So that's a good way to show like examples of things that are incorrect to see what their comprehension is. So that's a really fun thing to do too. Okay, then I have some homemade props to show you. I've been using these forever. And these are just like, if you don't have time to do something like this is totally fine. But I just thought it was fun. It took me a few minutes to whip up paper plates with a little brad. And it just has the letters, and you can practice these word families. This is a fun one to pull out. Here's another version. It's like this, the word family here and the letters here. So you could go b, op, bop, k, op, cop. Anything like that. Those are really great to extend the lessons and to challenge the kids who really get it easily. All right, and then the last thing I want to show you, my favorite reward for phonics lessons. I like to do a reward on my phone lately. I have not been doing a lot of physical rewards, but I have been using this. Let me show you this app. It's called Starfall. I've talked about it before on this channel. It's the green and yellow app right there, Starfall. It's a free app. There is a paid version, but just get the free app. And you click on it, and it's all sorts of learning and letter activities. And I use them for my preschooler, my toddler, but they're great rewards too. Here's my favorite. If you click on the ABCs, there's the whole alphabet plus the vowels at the bottom, and they make a great reward because they're a little story. I'll show you A. So it has like the letter and then the sound too. And you click, I did this for the reward. And then it says, the A says apple. A lot of times the kids can read these words. It gives them a lot of confidence. And then sometimes there's like funny things that happen in these little stories. Okay, watch this one. There's an alligator. Ah! Very fun little things to do. Okay, so that's my favorite reward to use. Of course, you can use any reward. Don't forget to use a reward. It's good to use a reward for the phonics classes. So yeah, let me review really fast. Here are my tips for the phonics class, the VIPKID Phonics class. Have some letter sound, or have some letter props like flashcards or a puzzle or anything like that. Have a whiteboard handy. Use your arm to show the different sounds in a word. Have some different word family props for extending, and use Starfall for a reward. Those are my little tips. I hope you really like phonics classes. They're very fun, and I get them randomly throughout my schedule. They kind of fill in for spots that my major course regulars don't fill. So it's been a really fun one to teach. If you like teaching level 1, 2, 3, you will love phonics. Okay. And that's all I wanted to say today. I hope you guys are having a great day of teaching. See you later. Goodbye.